May 20. Here we are going into Annapolis. Can't see anything.
You need me to take down my leg.
Beginning of the day.
About 45 minutes to an hour. This is going to be packed.
It's going to be jammed up. 6:49.
Where do I turn? Right here?
Hey, is it really 6:49?
Do I go in this one?
To Jess's?
I mean, we're going to Jess's. That's
Yeah,
right.
go to Jess's.
That's right.
And then we'll slip back. On our way.
There's the Navy Stadium.
There's the stadium we're going to be at very soon. There's some people, they're already ready. And then we'll come right back and
Which side is Gate O on?
it's on, it's probably on the other side. So, is this her street? Yeah, it's this, the next one. Going to Jess's. Here's the stadium. Oh, look at the sun shining off the... It's looking like a good thing.
It's gonna be a great day.
Yep. I think this is it. And here we're going down Jess's Street. What's the name of this street? Melrose, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo!
The front of my thing hangs down because I have this like thing.
Our thing hangs down.
And so it always
Guard on it.
it always
Up.
I don't know, not on our front.
Here, let's see. We see the. She's down on this side.
Oh.
And let's see if her Rav is down here.
What is this, like town, like duplexes?
There's her new little Rav. Right there.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah, there it is. Just. Everybody's parked. Just go down and turn around and come back. Oh,
There's her old car.
yeah, there's her old car. There's another midget. She might be parked down here. Oh my God, there's the Mustang. John's here. You got it? Just park behind John. Just back right up. Okay.
All these people parking in this area.
Well, that
they
guy
all live-
lives there.
yeah.
There's a midshipman that lives next door to Jessica.
Here we are.
It says that everybody has to be seated by 9 o'clock. Did you get a new one?
Wow.
Oh, that's sad.
And your pleat?
Copied it. That's so sad.
It's not sad.
There's a Pensacola TV show.
Hey, does she have a VCR?
Yeah, it's downstairs.
I'll bring in one of the tapes. I brought an 8-hour tape.
She doesn't know she has to get time or something. She'll just press
Play, because 8 hours.
Yeah, that's really fun.
As long as you put on long play.
It's on Comcast.
Are you recording this?
Yes. Yes. I got 472 minutes.
New, but we used to have these really.
You don't have a red.
What do you think? Well, it's the day. The day you waited for. Tomorrow he's gonna be, no, Monday he makes real money. That'll be your last paycheck.
2009. This expires in 5 years. Like my decoration. Oh, did you want to see?
Let me see. Take a close look.
Danny has a haircut.
Wow.
He said, this matches my outfit perfect.
I'm not gonna wear your tweed coat. Huh?
People are waking up.
Okay. Bye.
You don't have to wrap everybody.
Yeah, I feel it.
Are they totally pants and or just bring it down on the top?
It's just gonna come. This is what happens. You can't carry it. It's like that box to graduation.
I wonder why.
Mom's wearing John's sleeve hat. Yeah.
Because I throw my old hat out.
Nancy Rose is wearing John's sleeve tie.
Awesome.
Wearing his plebe tie. And I'm wearing his plebe underwear.
She cannot show it on film.
Made it into a thong.
I cut it into it. I'm actually wearing I'm wearing his shower thong.
Pretty soon he'll outrank me, but not soon.
Not for long.
Really soon.
I told her, I said, as of Saturday, you're going to be making more money than me. I've been working for 35 years.
Put this in the car. And I'll get this thing.
Farewell till the big ceremony. Say,
All right.
say farewell. Getting on his big uniform for the big ceremony.
I'm going to go out there and get a picture.
I have some bagels.
Where's Gina's
You're on video.
You're not on video. You're not on video. She's not on video.
I don't want to be in video.
I'm gonna fix.
Yes, you
I'm gonna
have
fix
to.
some bagels, and I have. See, the 24-hour grocery store.
Jess's little notes to not forget John's
Okay, come on.
box. She put them all over the door and on the little keypad next to the door.
That noise. I didn't switch out my thing. Hold on.
And Mom, just don't be so stiff, John. Relax. It's just a camera. You're gonna be on camera all day today. Everybody, 5 million people are gonna be watching you.
Can you put your cover on just for a minute? Okay. Shut up. Oh, he's skipping off to graduation.
All right, NASCAR, woohoo!
My seats won't make you brown.
Yes, I did. It's in there.
Did you tell her?
It's on top of
she
her
has it.
purse.
She told us put it on top of her purse. I got pictures of all her little notes saying, "Don't forget John's box."
Yeah.
All over. I said, all these
I
little
told her
notes.
last night that you need to remember this because I didn't know.
We were gonna be here.
Yeah. And she was like, she's really worried. She's like, I'm trying.
She has like post-its, like 9 on the door and 1 on
What?
the little keypad.
say?
It says,
Don't forget John's
it
box.
says,
Oh, this box?
don't forget John's box.
This box. That's funny. Walk on over.
Yeah, they're walking down.
Are leaving around the corner.
Julie, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Yoo-hoo!
Did you get that on video?
No, honey. I didn't get anything.
Naval midshipman telling his sister to slow down.
Okay. Calm, calm, calm.
Relaxing.
All right, we going right in here?
Another day.
You can get, yeah, because we'll park on the back side of the stadium, so just if you can pull across. Are we parking the gold parking or?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think
go,
we're on
Joe,
the
go,
gold
Joe.
side,
Julie.
but it doesn't matter because the whole
I was
parking
watching.
lot is.
I think I have to go over there.
Okay.
Well, we're not letting you out in the mud. So.
Yep. There it is.
Oh, what, people rented this stuff?
Yeah. Tailgater stuff.
Yeah.
Tailgating?
Got tailgaters.
Awesome. Why not?
So the girls
Final
are wearing their
tailgate.
skirts.
Yep.
It's interesting they don't have regulation shoes for women like Army does. They can only wear this kind or that kind.
Hey, Morgan and John. There you go. Last.
Morning.
Your life will be on.
It's all much fun!
John was frolicking in the front yard.
All right.
Jackass part 2.
Okay, let's go. You have big brown spots on the back of your pants.
Yeah!
I got enough stuff. I got Kelly's shoes.
Funny. Kelly's shoes.
Yeah, because he's going to have to, she got blisters.
You know you shouldn't wear white when it's muddy out.
Look at the line already.
Yep.
Get in.
Gates open at 7:30. Just like at the. It's a little muddy, but it's going to be a beautiful day.
Comfortable weather.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yahoo! Oh, it's another one.
Choker White's not SUV.
Huh?
You need to park. Oh. He was like, I'm done.
Now she's just going to get out here.
Oh, they might cover.
Raw
Wait, you need anything else?
cover.
Yeah, you need it too. Nothing. Just go back. Just don't let mom and dad do anything. Mom. All right. There's somebody. All right, bye guys.
Where are they going?
If not, I'm using the towel.
I hope not.
If anything happens to me, remember, I have John's wallet. Thank you. In me bag.
Gate, so we always came in for the tailgaters. So just come in on that side of the stadium. All right. When we walk into section, we're in section 30. We're like in the front section of 30. We're like right there. But he's, I don't know. You walk in, you can see us right down. Yeah, we're sitting. We have 3 extra seats for the kids, though, for whoever. All right. Okay.
It is about expectations, integrity, responsibility, and tradition.
We're sharing a most uncommon voyage, but a common purpose.
We all come here to prepare, to lead, to serve.
The journey's first moments. Embarking on a profoundly challenging and life-shaping voyage, the expectations of each of these bright and motivated young people are only exceeded by the expectations of the institution which has chosen to accept them aboard. Every one of them is facing a formidable change in his or her young life. 1,100 lives begin a transformation at an extraordinary institution. To lead and to serve. It is the experience of the United States Naval Academy. The setting is historic Annapolis, Maryland. Annapolis, where a sense of the past confronts the challenge of the future. The transformation begins. 1,100 future officers, achievers, successful in the schools from which they've come, but hardly knowing how it could feel to be a queen. For everything, the 6 weeks of Cleave Summer are impersonal. They are confronting and moving beyond their assumed limits of endurance. Beyond fear and horror. They are preparing to take their place as the newest members of the United States Naval Academy Brigade of Friendship.
Yeah, I'll just have to focus as it goes.
Should get most of it.
The brigade is on.
Well, go ahead and take up whatever.
And again, no, I wouldn't think it would be that one down there. It would be that white one down there.
Well, we better ask.
The challenge to grow and to achieve academical and intellectual is implicit. Is an extraordinary set of teaching tools and facilities. With a faculty that is already clear balance between civilian and military.
That was so weird. They're like,
This is important and transformation.
What these guys on in the little there they are.
No, you have to walk. Mom, you just...
It's all right. Say excuse me.
I did. I said I'm crawling under you.
No.
You bumped me, though.
Oh.
Yeah, 6. I just saw one of the guys in I saw Nate. I should run out there and get him coming in. They're coming in.
Oh, down there. Yeah, they are down there in the end.
Let her stand up so she can get behind. That's okay.
Oh, yeah, they're down here in the end,
I'm walking down the steps. Yes. Well, that's where we gotta come in. Where are you?
16 and 20.
Section 16.
Companies.
Yeah, you go down, you're gonna walk right past Andy.
20.
I just shook hands with them, they're walking over.
So hard, everybody keeps like. It's like almost not even worth getting this part because I can't get anything.
Yeah, exactly.
These are all taken.
How come we can assign seats? It's anywhere this side or this side from this yellow sign. And this is 16.
Actually, they just left. They were all here. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. I got big coming in. I just found them at home.
Oh, here. It's coming in this side. Oh. Stand up, Gigi. It's gonna be walking down this side.
Get it, Mom, get it.
He knows we're here.
Good.
He knows we're here.
Tell him, There's Matt. It's
United States Naval Academy. Leading the academic succession, Grand Marshal Charles Cochran. They carried with them the Naval Academy's base, symbol of academic authority. To which they are entitled by virtue of the degrees they hold. Originally, academic costume was simply the black clerical robe and hood worn by members of the religious orders that established the first European universities. As many universities became secular centers of intellectual inquiry, the design and symbolism of the regalia changed. Today, the cap and gown are trimmed to identify the wearer's academic degree. The color on the edging of the hood indicates the field of study, and the colors of the university to which the degree is granted are displayed in the hood's center. Examples of the standard color code represented among the Naval Academy faculty are economics, copper, education, light blue, engineering, orange, philosophy, dark blue, physical education, sage green, science, golden yellow. Next in the procession are the 36 brigade officers and 33 senior enlisted personnel who have been the professional mentors to the 6 battalions and 30 companies of the brigade, and have overseen the development of the graduating class of the naval officers.
Use that to use it. She said it burns it down and
in his
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of Naval Operations, Admiral Vern E. Clark, and the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General Michael W. Havey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Richard B. Myers, United States Air Force, accompanied by the Secretary of the Navy, the Honorable Gordon R. England, and Vice Admiral Rodney P. Rent, Superintendent, United States Naval Academy. Due to inclement weather at the departure airfield, Blue Angels, the Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, will not be with us this morning. Please join the Naval Academy Glee Club in the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation by Captain Luther Alexander Chaplain Corps, United States Navy. man who ever lived. His name was Solomon. One day, God asked Solomon what divine gift he would like to receive. Solomon could have asked for riches, but he did not. He could have asked for long life, but he did not. He could have asked for victory over his enemies, but again, he did not. The only request Solomon made of the Lord was for a sensitive heart, so that his people might be well led. I invite you to join me in prayer. Let us pray. Eternal Father, strong to save, we ask your blessing on our gathering today. And not only that, but we ask your blessing on our sons and brothers, our daughters and sisters, here before us, who today shall advance from being a student to becoming a graduate, from being a midshipman to becoming an officer. As many as are wise enough to seek it, grant them sensitive, discerning hearts, that they may lead with humility and serve with integrity. Hear our prayer, O Lord. Incline your ear to us, and grant us your peace, we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the Superintendent of the United States Naval Academy, Vice Admiral Rodney D. Brent, United States Navy. Secretary England, General Myers, members of our Board of Visitors, Admiral Clark, General Hazy, former superintendents and commandants, numerous distinguished guests, our superb Naval Academy faculty and staff, and members of the brigade, and the new graduates of the class of 2004, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this momentous graduation and commissioning ceremony. Let me add a special welcome to the proud families and friends and sponsors of our newest graduates. You honor them and you honor us with your presence here today. Thank you for supporting these young men and women to this point in their lives. They stand proudly before us today in no small part because of your love and your encouragement. Congratulations to our graduates. I am proud of each of you. Today marks one of those events in your lives that you will remember forever. I can still clearly remember throwing my cap in the air in this very stadium just a few years ago. Graduating from the United States Naval Academy and earning your commission as an officer in the Naval Service is a true accomplishment. It has been 4 years of hard work and determination and commitment, and you should be proud of yourself. Today's graduation and commissioning ceremony is the highlight of our year. Our mission at Annapolis is to produce leaders for the Navy and Marine Corps, men and women of strong character and professional competence and vision and drive that sailors and Marines will respect and follow in both peace and war. I want to thank our superb Naval Academy staff and faculty for the outstanding work they do every single day to help these young men and women become leaders, leaders who will make our nation proud. Thanks for all you do in the classroom, on the athletic field, and in Bancroft Hall. I'd also like to recognize the class of 1954's special participation in today's ceremony. They have been very active in their support of the Naval Academy, and particularly in their link-in-the-chain relationship with the class of 2004. I spoke with the class of 2004 earlier this week, and I told them how pleased I have been with their outstanding leadership and accomplishments as midshipmen. They have come a long way since 30 June 2000, when 1,237 arrived and took an oath to serve their country. Today, 990 graduate, having proven they are worthy of a degree and a commission. They have raised the bar of excellence at the Naval Academy and set a fine example for the class of 2005 to follow. I could not be more proud of every single one of these new graduates. Class of 2004, I am confident that your service will be marked by honor, courage, and commitment. This morning I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the Secretary of the Navy, the Honorable Gordon R. England. With a strong background in both engineering and business, Secretary England has had an impressive career in civil and government service. He has held numerous key positions, including serving as a city councilman and vice chair on the board of Goodwill International, a member of the Defense Science Board, executive vice president of General Dynamics, the first deputy secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, and last fall became only the second person in history to serve 2 terms as the Secretary of the Navy. Under his superb leadership, our naval service is the most ready it has ever been and continues to fight the war on terror with determination and skill. His devotion to our sailors, our Marines, and to our nation is an inspiration. It is a privilege to introduce a patriot and a remarkable leader. Ladies and gentlemen, the 72nd and 73rd Secretary of the Navy, Mr. Gordon R. England.
Good distinguished guests all, and ladies and gentlemen, midshipmen, moms and dads and friends, good morning. And this is a terrific morning. It cannot be a gray day on a day like today. It's always a terrific morning when we can celebrate the accomplishments of this great academy, and particularly the hard work, perseverance, and achievement by the class of 2004. I've had the great opportunity to visit this academy for 3 years, and each visit is special, but the feeling is always the same. I'm excited, I'm in awe and wonder, and I'm privileged and proud to serve with each of you. Now, during the past 3 years, we've had the opportunity to become better acquainted. You may remember 2 years ago at a Forrestal lecture when I granted all of you a weekend pass. I learned a lot that evening when at the very end a plebe stood up and said, "Mr. Secretary, does that weekend pass apply to the plebe class?" We've had a lot of breakfasts together in the Pentagon with senators and congressmen who proudly nominated you to Annapolis. And we've been through 3 Army-Navy games together, and with a winning record. We all watched proudly as Coach Paul Johnson and the football team, coaches and staff, took the handoff from the Commander-in-Chief's trophy from President Bush at the White House just the other month. Now tomorrow will also be another special day when the academies and our lacrosse team entertained Princeton and beat Princeton in the semifinals on the way to the championship. Beat Princeton. Now this weekend, America honors the heroes of the greatest generation who served in World War II, and also dedicates the World War II Memorial in Washington. This is indeed a great day to graduate, and I congratulate all of you. Now it is my great privilege to introduce a remarkable man of high achievement. I dare say that in 1965, on a day like this at the Kansas State University ROTC unit, then Second Lieutenant Dick Myers would never have ever imagined that he be speaking at a Naval Academy graduation as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Very shortly, the class of '04 will appreciate the very wide gap between an ensign or a second lieutenant and the chairman. Among our many fortunes here in America is that when we have faced tough challenges as a nation, the right men and the right women have always emerged to lead us into the future. Such is the case with General Dick Myers. As a young fighter pilot, he flew more than 600 hours in combat missions. Now as the patriarch of the U.S. military, he has been the military leader the nation has turned to during one of the most demanding and complex times in our history. Our nation and our men and women in uniform are blessed to have the strong hands of this inspiring American warrior guide our joint armed forces today. Midshipmen, ladies and gentlemen, the leader of the greatest military in the world, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dick Myers.
Well, thank you, Secretary England, for those very generous words. It wasn't only that I didn't think I might be speaking in front of this kind of group back in 1965. I didn't think I'd ever complete a full career, frankly. And here I am. To my fellow Joint Chiefs, Admiral Clark, Peggy, great to be with you again. So the public knows there is probably not better chemistry among the current Joint Chiefs of Staff than we have today. And it's a credit to these men, General Shoemaker, General Pete Pace, and no, it doesn't. And John Jumper at 96 Air Force. I guess I shouldn't forget that. By the way, one more thing we got to do before I get into my remarks, and that is, Admiral Remington, thank you for this invitation. But you mentioned the faculty and staff got this great class to where it is, and I think they deserve a hand from this group. Well, it really is a real honor and privilege to be here. I understand that one of the privileges that comes with the invitation to speak is granting amnesty for all minor offenses. I don't know what the definition of minor is, but it seems to me it's a fair thing to do, so be it. To all you graduates, after 4 challenging years as midshipmen, you're ready to lead and to serve alongside an amazing group of American servicemen and women. The only thing standing between you and that dream coming true is me, so I'll be quick here. Relatively quick. But I'll also tell you that this is a duty and a privilege that I take very, very seriously, because you have a key role to play at this crucial moment in our nation's history. In my opinion, our nation has never faced a more significant test than the war on terrorism. The stakes simply couldn't be higher. And the stakes are the freedoms our predecessors fought so hard to defend for over 2 centuries. This is a long-term struggle between extremism on the one hand and freedom on the other. At its heart, it's a test of will. Someone in a group that I was talking to once told me that the war on terrorism ought really to be called the war for freedom from fear. You may recognize the reference. He was referring to a speech that President Franklin Roosevelt gave to Congress in 1941. President Roosevelt said he looked for a world based on 4 freedoms: freedom of expression, freedom of religion, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. We're fighting a war against extremists who use terrorism as their weapon to create fear. They attack the most visible targets they can, killing innocent men, women, and children. Our democracy and our prosperity depend on the confidence we have in our leaders, in the rule of law, and the stability of our economy. Terrorists simply want to destroy that confidence, and with it, our way of life. So there's never been a more important time to serve. And there are plenty of ways to serve. In or out of uniform, to make America strong. Lawyers, doctors, business owners, and teachers all serve. And when you get involved in your community, in local, state, or federal government, you also serve. But because you're about to take an oath as a military officer, much more will be asked of you in the coming years. I can say with certainty that you will have a role in fighting this war on terrorism. You'll face many enormous challenges. You'll go in harm's way. Sacrifice, as you've learned by now, is part of the job description. But I also know you're ready for the challenge. First of all, you received what is by any measure an exceptional education. The dedication of your instructors and the quality of the curriculum are among the finest this nation has to offer, and for that matter, this world has to offer. You've also learned leadership, teamwork, and integrity as you measured yourself against fleet summer and sea trials, summer cruises and late night studying for double E exams, and helping Annapolis recover from the fury of Hurricane Isabel. The U.S. Armed Forces need exactly the kind of officers you're trained to be. 60 years ago today, our predecessors were on the verge of launching an enormous undertaking, the simultaneous invasion of Normandy in Europe and the Mariana Islands in the Pacific. One historian called this undertaking the most titanic military effort put forth by any nation at any one time in history. Next week, I'll travel to Normandy to take part in some of the D-Day ceremonies and stand on what most consider hallowed ground. I hope you've all studied your history enough to appreciate the magnitude of that mission. The odds, the geography, even the weather were against the Allies. Yet, we succeeded. But the planning, the logistics, the tactics, and the strategy are only part of that history lesson. The invasion succeeded because of leadership, plain and simple. Nearly 8,000 Allied ships and landing craft took part in the operation, facing deadly German fire, notorious coastal currents, mines, and a tangle of other deadly obstacles. The U.S. Navy managed to land 176,000 troops, and more than 500 brave American sailors died on June 6th alone. Acts of heroism and leadership were the order of the day. Take, for example, Lieutenant Commander Joseph Gibbon, a Naval Academy graduate and commander of one of the combat demolition units. He led his unit through the dangerous task of demolishing obstacles the Germans had placed on the beach, many of which were mines. Commander Gibbon described how sailors jetted up stakes and stood on each other's shoulders, all in the face of enemy gunfire, to position explosive charges. His efforts, and the efforts of officers like him, were essential to the success of that operation. And there were hundreds and hundreds of other examples of leadership on the beaches of France that day. At the end of the day, the Army 5th Corps commander, Major General Leonard Giroux, sent a message to General Omar Bradley that read, quote, "Thank God for the United States Navy." Just a few days after those brave sailors launched the beginning of the end of Hitler's forces, half a world away in the Pacific, another group of sailors and Marines would turn the tide against the Japanese armed forces. More than 800 ships helped land 130,000 Marines and soldiers to take the Japanese stronghold of Saipan in the Mariana Islands.